Hey guys, if you hear some stuff in the background, it's my husband leaving, coming and going and stuff. I'm going to try to do this in one take, and because I don't want to edit it, if you're in a really good mood, or if you are in a jolly, happy, festive holiday mood, this may not be the video for you right now. Oh, I'm gonna try to not get too upset. I know you guys are wondering where I've been, and for the last 6 to 9 months or so, maybe even last year, I know at least the last 10 months, especially the last 6, my health has gotten worse. In June, we found out that something is wrong with my kidneys, and I'm currently seeing the best nephrologist or kidney specialist in the city I'm in, and they don't know why. And that has made my condition a lot more complicated. I've had to change to a vegan diet. I'm eating literally thousands of milligrams of potassium a day. I'm taking 20 milliequivalents of prescription potassium a day, and my kidneys are just dumping all of it, and I keep a low potassium all the time. And anything at all that stresses my body out, if I get a cold, if I get a stomach virus, if I get anything, if I get food poisoning, it doesn't matter what it is, it makes it 10 times worse. And I've been in and out of the hospital a lot with low potassium. And the low potassium is also causing heart rhythm issues. So in June, I was rushed by ambulance to the ER in a heart arrhythmia. My heart rate was in the 150s, and my heart was skipping a beat every beat. So it was beating really fast, but I was in bigeminy, is what they call it. It is what they call it, which sounds like, bigeminy. But I was in bigeminy, and it's a heart arrhythmia. And my potassium was really low that time. It was like 2.8 or 2.7. Like really dangerously low. And it's been a really rough road. I'm procrastinating. hate this. I hate this so bad. Oh, I hate this so bad. Because I've gotten worse, my husband is my only caregiver. Essentially, besides doctors, he's the only person I ever see. You know, when you get sick and you're sick for years, like I've been sick in February. It'll be 6 years, and I've been homebound, pretty much bedbound since then. So when you're sick for that long of a period of time, people who you have been friends with for a long time, for years, they slowly stop coming to see you at your home because you're in bed and you're sick and you're in pain, and you can't go out with them anymore. So they kind of slowly stop coming to see you, and then they slowly stop calling, and then they slowly stop texting, and then they just kind of stop altogether. And that's what I've experienced with pretty much everybody in my life, except for my main family, my parents, essentially. Everyone in my life has stopped seeing or texting her. There's one friend that I have that texts about every 3 months or so. You know, as far as like my friends from my real life. But I've been friends with him since we were teenagers. But besides that, that's it. Brian, my husband, that is it. And so, because he is the only one of us that can work, and I have been denied disability twice, we've just refiled for disability again, the third time, just this Monday. And we, of course, haven't even heard back from that, and it could take months to hear back from that. Because my husband is the only person that I see, and because I have been so sick that I haven't been able to be left alone, because I can't get up out of bed even to go to the restroom anymore without somebody being here, pretty much. And I'm constantly having to call him to come home if I'm having heart arrhythmias. I'm procrastinating. It's affected us financially a lot. Right now, we are 2 weeks behind on our rent. And we don't know if our utilities is going to be on Christmas. And we are in a position where we have two choices. we either have to hire a live-in caregiver, not one that comes to our house every day, but a living caregiver. We would have to have a living caregiver, so that Brian would be able to sleep through the night and be able to work. And honestly, I don't even know how we would even begin to pay for that. That is the option that's really kind of, it's not even, it's an option that's a non-option, really, because of how much it would cost. Our only other option is a service dog. So what we have done is we have contacted a trainer locally. She's amazing. Her name is Margie. And we've even found some prospects that are at our local rescue. It's going to have to be a big dog because I need it for mobility. Oh, hold on. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. I know that you were probably wanting me to come back with this. Hey, I'm back, and this is what I've been working on. But I haven't been able to work on anything. I haven't been able to sit up long enough to really stitch in months, and I've got to get a service dog to get some independence back. So we have some prospects, but training is expensive. It's really expensive. It's like $3,000 expensive. And to us right now, that seems impossible. For us, we can't even come up with $500 for rent. $3,000 isn't like impossible. Now that is over the course of time, though. It's not going to be up front, that amount, but it is going to be a few $100s up front. We've got to come up with enough to adopt the dog, which the size dog I'm going to need is going to be like a Great Dane, essentially. I'm going to need an 80-pound dog or heavier because I need him for mobility. Essentially, he's going to walk beside me when I transfer to go to the bathroom. He's going to walk beside me and kind of help pull me, give me forward momentum. So because of that, it's got to be a big dog, or it could hurt the dog, you know, pulling my weight. So the dog has to be almost my size. If you know us, you know how we have cats. We have 2 cats who isn't going to be probably very happy about us having a dog. But there's not really a lot we can do about it. We have to get a dog. And the way we have to do it is we have to get a dog that's not trained. We have to assess the dog's temperament, make sure that it is a trainable dog, that it's got a good temperament, that it's like kind of a laid back dog that kind of is up for anything, sort of. So we have to really make sure it's the right temperament of dog, and it has to be the right size of dog. But we do have some potential prospects at a local shelter or rescue. The dog that is looking like he may be the best prospect is a Dane Labrador mix. And we are going on Saturday with a trainer, with our trainer Margie, to assess this dog and see if he is a good fit. However, even if he is a good fit, we don't have the money for the adoption. We barely have made enough on donations so far just to pay for the trainer. The trainer is $60 for her to assess the dog, just to assess the dog. And if the dog fails the assessment, we have to pay her another $60 to assess another dog until we find a dog that is right one. So this could go on for a while, and it could be a lot of $60, you know. And then the dog that the size dog we're going to need is going to be about $175 to adopt. And then we have to get x-rays of its hind legs and its back to ensure that it's strong enough and that it has no issues whatsoever, no health issues at all, or else we can't use it as a service dog. And then the x-rays could be up to $200. And then, of course, the training long term for obedience and service training is going to be about $3,000. So, and that's not including us getting our rent paid or anything else that we're behind on right now. I really didn't want to do this, but you know how I was saying earlier that people from your real life kind of disappear when you're long-term ill. My goal right now is only set to $875 on my fundraiser on GoFundMe. And I've only made $70. And all of those donations from that $70 are all people that aren't from my real life, really. They're not, I don't know them. They're people I've met online, like you guys. They're not people from my real life. So, I didn't want to come here to ask for help, because to me, that's not what the stitching community is for. You know, it's to share this passion that we all have for crafting and for making things, and it's not for something like this. It's just not. But I don't know where else to turn. No one. I've had my fundraiser for 4 days, and no one that I know in my personal life from my past, who were my friends and family, no one has donated. Nobody. So, you guys are really the only family that I have. I mean, I know that my family love me. I do know that. And I know that my parents will probably give me some money, and maybe my grandparents will give me a little bit of money for Christmas. They're just waiting for Christmas. They're not going to put it on, a fundraiser. They're going to give it to me for Christmas probably. But it's not going to come anywhere near what we need. And I don't know where else to go. And I don't want you guys. Oh, I shouldn't be this upset. I don't want you guys to feel responsible or to feel like you have to donate. Please don't. Even if you can just share my fundraiser's website on your social media, it will help spread my fundraiser for getting this service dog. I only have the goal set at $875 right now. I've made 70 of that $875. That 70 is going to pay for the first $60 assessment of a dog. But if Zeke, the dogs that we're going to assess on Saturday, if he passes, we don't have any money to adopt him. And I don't know what else to do. If you guys can please, I'm going to have a link to my GoFundMe. It's www.gofundme.com/Christmas service dog. So it's really easy to remember. GoFundMe.com/Christmas service dog. And if we make it to the $875, that will at least get us, hopefully, the adoption money, the assessment money, the money for x-rays or vet bills that we have to pay to have the dog assessed to make sure that it's an okay to be a service dog, and to pay for his first round of obedience classes. I'm going to have this fundraiser up, the one that's for $875. I'm going to have that fundraiser up until New Year's Day. After Christmas, I may change the name of it to GoFundMe.com/New Year's service dog instead of Christmas service dog, because it's after Christmas. But if you guys can please just share it on your social media accounts, it will be extremely helpful to getting the word out for me. I didn't know where else to go, and I haven't been sharing with you guys what's been going on because, for one thing, it's been embarrassing, and two, I haven't had anything to show you really as far as stitching goes, because I've been too sick to stitch. I have to lay it down a lot. So hopefully that will change when I get the dog, but we'll just have to see what independence he's going to give back to me. I don't know yet what the dog is going to be able to help me do, or when he'll be able to help me do it. So, thank you guys in advance for all the sharing on your social media, and please don't feel that you have to donate. I really don't want to put pressure on anybody to make them feel like they have to help us out. You really don't. just one click of a button to share, the website will be more than enough. You guys don't owe me anything or my husband anything, so please don't feel like you have to donate at all. My husband is coming home now, so that's pretty much everything I had to tell you anyway. I will keep you guys updated on how everything goes with the dog. I'll try to make videos on here to keep you guys updated. Once we get the dog, I may even make a new channel to show how the dog is progressing and what it does and what it's learning each week as we're going through these training sessions. Because we're going to get a dog that's a good temperament, but it's not going to be trained at all. We're going to have to take it to be trained every week for up to 2 years. That's insane. But, and we have to pay for the classes as we go. So it's not $3,000 up front we got to pay, but we've got to pay $3,000 over the course of time. And I don't know how we're going to do it. So if you guys can help us out, it would be extremely helpful. After we get the $875 and we get a dog and we're starting needing money for those obedience classes and service dog classes, we're going to start needing that $3,000. I may make a new fundraiser and I will let you guys know about that if I do so. It can go past the goal of $875, but I'm not, I don't think we're going to make it to that goal, honestly. I just don't see it happening. But that's just based off of what's happened the last 4 days, and I didn't have you guys behind me. And I know the stitching community is a really strong, tight-knit, no pun intended, community. And I know that you guys are going to share this and you're going to get the word out there. So maybe my luck will turn around now. I'm sorry that this wasn't an upbeat, happy Christmas video like I did last year. I wish that it was. And I'm sorry to bring down anybody's Christmas spirit. I really, really am. I'm sorry if this upsets any of you at all. But my cat, they're going to have a fun time with a dog being around. They've never been around dogs, so. Oh my goodness. I've never even owned a dog in a house. I mean, I've had outdoor dogs when I was a little girl, but I've never even owned a dog. I don't know how this is gonna go. It's gotta be a really big dog, so I'm sure that I'll bond with it, though. I love animals, so. Thank you guys so much for everything already in advance that I know you guys will do. Really, thank you. I'm sorry that this video is probably not going to be edited at all, if any. I'm sorry for my sniffling and slobbering and everything, crying. I'm sorry. And I'm sorry for having to ask you guys for help, because I used to be so independent before I got sick, and I never would have done something like this ever, ever, ever. I would have just, I don't know what I would have done. I would have figured it out, but I don't know how to figure this out without your guys' help. So thank you, and I'll keep you guys updated. I'll keep you guys updated if I make a new channel. I'll keep you guys updated on here too if you want to watch. Probably it's not going to be stitching related, but you can keep up with what's going on with me anyway if you want to. I'll try to keep you posted at least once a month on what's going on here. But I can't make any promises. I'm not health-wise, I'm not really very well at the moment, so. But thank you guys, and thank you so much. Happy holidays. I know, happy holidays after that, right? But really, happy holidays. I hope your family is having a really wonderful Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. And from the bottom of my heart, I really do appreciate you guys. So thank you, and I will talk to you guys again soon.